Hi guys, trying this again. I believe the last one didn't have audio, so I'm hoping that this time we have audio. Sorry about the headset, but clearly it was not working the other way. All right, so we're gonna hop right into it. This is 5 things that I learned, me, myself, and I, about not going to the gym for a whole week. Um, to kind of set the tone, I have been very consistent for the past almost 6 months at this point, going to the gym regularly, at least 5 to 6 days a week if I'm feeling really, really good. And with that, I felt like I was doing really good. And, there was like a slow, like steady uphill type of progress and stuff like that. But the things that I noticed the most of not going for an entire week was, first of all, the lack of motivation. When I mean lack of motivation, I don't just mean like lack of motivation like across the board, but I do very much so specifically mean that there was like a home workout. No, not really. Thinking, oh, like it's fine, like I'll do it later. Very much so like putting it off mentality. So that was like one of the first things, and it kind of like snowballed as you're going to see with the next items. Number two is less self confidence. I definitely don't feel as good about myself or my body right now, with a whole week of being off of the gym. I thought, because the whole thing is 80/20, so like only 20% is really, the physical activity and the working out and all that stuff. But with, lacking all those other things, then you can kind of shift into, oh, well, I don't really need to do that and whatever. And so it kind of creates a domino effect. So less self confidence, don't feel like great about my body, don't feel like I know what I'm doing, I don't feel like I'm getting stronger, I don't feel like I'm moving forward. So there's all that, and I'm pretty sure there's stuff in my teeth. That's cute. It's okay. I will brush my teeth after before I go on Twitch probably. But yeah, I also noticed number three, lower quality sleep. I've been an insomniac for most of my life. So if you told me that going to the gym would help me get my 8 to almost 9 hours of sleep every night, I would have laughed at you and told you that you were absolutely crazy. Um, I do believe that with working out, having a schedule, having a routine, doing what you do on a regular basis really helps the overall progress of you and your health and wellness journey, however that may look for you. But for me, it meant that once I removed that I was no longer able to get those 8 hours or whatever of sleep every night, and that I would wake up constantly, or I'd never be able to get to sleep, or once I got up, oh well, I'm up, or I'd stay up till 3, 4, 5 in the morning. And then when you need to get up again at like 9, 10, that just doesn't work. And then you sleep in, you oversleep, and then it's just like a whole thing of you going back and forth and back and forth. Um, and making sure that there's like all this like extra stuff that you now have to do basically so that you can get everything together. Um, and it's kind of like an uphill battle. So like you're already struggling to do things in the morning. Well, it's like, oh my gosh, the day's already half gone. Might as well not this, not this. Let's go eat. No, do the fast. No, no home workout. And it just kind of like spiraled. And I wasn't wild about it. And with that, I kind of noticed that kind of takes us into number four is life got messy and stayed messy. Like I made the bed today, but for the most part, like the room was a mess. Like, and I felt very like, meh, meh. I was a mess and I was very like, meh, it's okay. Um, Today I'm going to do like a really nice like scalp scrub and like a deep conditioning and all that stuff. Do all my like long like not like daily like the grooming tasks because like I've been doing those, but like the things that like I do like on a weekly basis, I definitely dropped the ball on those last week. So that was not the sauce to be lost in. And naturally, five, weight gain. I have noticed weight gain. In about the week that I stopped going to the gym, I've noticed about 6 pounds come back on. And I was like, whoa, where did this come from? And I didn't realize how much my activity level affected my mood, affected my stress, affected all of those things. Because I noticed that if I wasn't going to the gym, I wasn't feeling as good about myself. So I wasn't moving around as much. I was kind of like, like doing a little bit of the oh poor me thing, like oh this sucks. And I was like, What is with this? Like, sometimes I feel like with and I know this is going to be a very unpopular opinion, but with a lot of the like quote unquote like toxic positivity that like everyone's like, "Oh, like just do your thing until like you feel better." And it's like if I treated myself every time I felt bad, if I really like gave myself time to like rest, relax, and like eat whatever I wanted, like you need to lift me out of bed with a crane. Like there's no way about it. Like that really kind of enables like my very kind of like food bingey mentality and stuff like that. So um I know like people mean well, but it's actually really for me personally, I find it really really destructive to say that because it's like if I did that every time I had a bad thought or a sad feeling or like or if I had an off day, like it would spiral out of control so quick. So yeah, I have noticed like a weight gain, especially like in my face, like right here, my back and my belly specifically. So I guess that's where my body is going to start putting on fat once when with everything with aging and stuff like that, I've noticed that my body kind of plops fat in different areas now than it used to. So like I feel like before when I was younger, like the fat would kind of like hang out on like my arms and my legs more so, and then it would kind of like go to like the core, and then like my face was kind of like the last thing that saw it. But now it's like my face is the first thing that sees the weight gain. So that was something crazy to learn about myself and my own personal body. Yeah, so all of those things kind of like mush together, like having the lack of motivation, having less self confidence, having the lower quality sleep, life getting messy and then staying messy, and then kind of feeling like, it doesn't really matter, like having a very like apathetic, um, uh, like attitude towards life and being I was more grumpy at home and at work because I didn't have like my me time, my de-stress, my music, my stuff like the gym is really where I get my demons out. Like I did not realize how much like anger and resentment like I have in my heart for some of the things that have happened to me in my life, either due to like letting in people who I should never, whatever, yada yada yada. That's the whole thing. But and then the weight gain really affecting me as well because I was on such like an upward trajectory, even if it was like slow and like inchwormy, that I was noticing it was kind of like inchworming back down. So that was not the sauce to be lost in, but yeah, so those are the 5 things, and if you enjoyed this or if you related or if you learned anything from it, please let me know. I hope this one has audio. If this one doesn't have audio, I'm actually gonna cry, and then I'll just film, like, a dedicated video, and I will stop doing lives because this is ridiculous, and, I'm actually gonna, like, 180 and do what Ski Mask Duets did, and I'm doing a whole, like, week without the gym, and then it's gonna be, like, a whole week, like, with the gym, basically, so I'm gonna be doing what Ski Mask Duets did, which is called a dopamine detox for an entire week, so starting on the 16th, I will be doing that. So from the 16th all the way into the following Sunday. And then I will be editing that and then putting that up probably the following week. So if you want to see that, stay tuned. I'm really excited for it. I feel like doing a dopamine detox is going to kind of be like being in your Patrick Bateman era, and I'm kind of here for it. So I'm here for like the taking care of you, your skin, your body, like your mind, like being in touch with like your own thoughts and like truly letting them flow kind of. And so to also see how that like coincides with like OCD tendencies and stuff like that and see if it helps me any way shape or form. But I'm also just really curious because he did it for a full 30 days, but he said to challenge his subscribers to do it for 1 week. So I'm gonna test and see if I can do it for a whole week, and there'll be more on that to come. So yeah, I really hope this has audio, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.